Alright, here we're going to be writing equations of parallel lines. As you recall, if two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. So essentially, we're going to be writing the equation of a line that passes through this point, 2, 3, and has the same slope as this line. And the slope of this line is the coefficient of x, which is, you can always imagine there's a 1 there when you don't see a number, so negative 1. So we're writing the equation of a line that has a slope of negative 1 and passes through the point 2, 3. Alright, so there's several different methods to do this. I'm going to pick probably the more popular one. First of all, we know that our equation will look like this. Y equals mx plus b. And we know what m is. It's negative 1. So I'm just going to rewrite it as y equals negative, and we don't have to write the 1, x plus b. Now we just have to figure out what b is. Well, remember, the equation for a line is a statement that's true about every point that's on the line. So it would have to be true for this point, 2, 3. So if I plug in 2 for x and 3 for y, I should get a true statement. I'm going to do that. 3 equals negative 2 plus b. And now I can figure out what b is just by getting rid of this negative 2 over here. So we're going to add 2 to both sides, and I get 5 equals b. So now we know b, and we know m, and so our equation is y equals negative x plus 5. There you go. And you could also write this as y equals, you could flip them around, which might be some, you might see it this way sometimes, 5 minus x. Either one of these would be true. All right, let's take a look at another one. So in this case, the slope of our line is going to be the same as this parallel line here, or 3/5. So we set up our equation, y equals mx plus b. We know the m, y equals 3/5 x plus b. And now we know at least one x and y. So we substitute those. Negative 4 equals 3/5 times negative 5 plus b. If you use your calculator to check this, 3/5 times negative 5, by the way, it's negative 4 equals 3/5 times negative 5. You just multiply the numerator of the fraction by the 5, so it's 15/5. Of course, it's negative. And 15/5 is the same as 15 divided by 5. 15/5, which just equals 3. So over here it's 3 negative plus b. So then we're going to add 3 to both sides. Negative 4 plus 3 is 1 equals b. And so our line is y equals 3/5 x plus 1. Let's do another one. Here we have 6/5 plus 3. Our slope of our line we're trying to write the equation of will be the same as this parallel line. So 6 over 5, a fraction. We're going to say it's y equals mx plus b. We know m, it's 6/5. Y equals 6/5 x plus b. And then we're going to substitute this xy pair into the equation because we know that this equation, when it's done, will have to be true for all pairs, all coordinates, pairs of coordinates that this line goes through. So it must be true for this one. So replace the y with a 5. 6/5 times 5 plus b. And you, of course, use your calculator for this, but to multiply 6/5 times 5, well, if I have 6/5, and I multiply it times 5, I have a total of 6 times 5, or 30/5, which we can think of as 30 divided by 5, which is just 6. So 5 equals 6 plus b. And then to figure out what b is, we just have to subtract 6 from both sides, which gives us negative 1 equals b. So we go ahead and write our equation. Y equals our slope, 6/5, x, and negative 1, so it's going to be minus 1. Right. Next up. Alright, this one's a little bit different. Notice this is x equals 0, which means it is a vertical line that passes through the x-axis at x equals 0. And so if we're going to write an equation of a line that's parallel to that, it's also going to be another vertical line that's going to pass through this point here. And notice the x-coordinate for that point is going to be -2. So if you think about it, I'll draw a little grid down here. Right? There is -2. And there's +2 up here. So this is the point 2, 2. If we draw a vertical line through there, it's going to pass through the x-axis at -2. And so it's simply going to be x equals -2, right? If it were a y, if this were, say, for example, y equals 0 instead, then we would just pick the y-coordinate. And we would say our new line was y equals 2. So whatever the x-coordinate is, you go with that. Whatever the y-coordinate is, go with that. All right. Well, good luck with the rest of these.